session. I'm a creative and art consumer and probably a film critic, sometimes a production manager. But today I'm talking about the issue that I've sort of put in a cage to say adapt, include and create. So as the film industry in Zimbabwe, we haven't been spared also by the COVID-19 issues or the COVID-19 virus that has come and has left everybody in confusion. In the film creative, it's always the close-ups, the touch this, touch the property, touch this, and you've got things that you need to do to touch and probably be no social distancing at all. So that's where the adaptation part comes. For me, I've looked at that from an end where if we are social beings by nature, we are people that wanted to touch, that wanted to hug, and even on set. So this then comes back to the writer himself. From the person that writes the story, he has to adapt into the characters, into how the story is going to be executed. Whether he had said character X and character Y would be kissing, now they won't be kissing in that scene, or character X and character Y are going to be strangling each other on set. That needs to change. So for me, it would be from the writer's point of view to say adaptive ways of writing, adaptive ways of knowing how to then let the director execute without having us to touch and do this and that. It then goes back to how do we adapt as filmmakers? How do we adapt as creatives? Let's take for instance the way of doing things. The cameraman, he has to be sanitized regularly, and that sometimes can be annoying. Yourself, you can be sanitizing as regular as possible, but we have to do this at the end of the day. So if the ways of adapting are to regulate with the WHO COVID-19 regulations, why not in the film industry? For the director, the producer, and all these other things. And you know, the most painful part is people being laid off or people losing their jobs on set, because usually when the crew is 25 and now the writer is adjusted and adapted in their way of writing, probably 12 people could lose their jobs, which is so bad, which is not only affecting the film industry, but also if you look at it from a point of view where economically people are being laid off, airlines and all that. So the active way of adapting into your distribution. Now the cinemas are not there for you to show your work. They are not open to public, or it's open but there's a limited number. But you want your audience to feel or watch or hear what you have made. For me, it's a way of adapting to say, let's go on these other platforms. If it's YouTube, it's Facebook, Instagram, let's not use those platforms for joking around. You could joke here and there, but if you want to work out there, you need to make sure that you utilize the social media. This is the generation of social media. Adapt, go there, make sure your work is seen, make sure your work is uploaded in all these other channels. For instance, in Zimbabwe for now, there's an evolution of trying to give people TV licenses, 6 TV licenses. Probably that would be another way in the future to say, well, I've got my production, I've got my film that I've shot, and I would really want the nation to see it. So in the near future, this is the evolution that Zimbabwe is embarking on, to say, this is the platform, we are giving you the platform. In the past 20 years, I don't know how many years, we've never had a proper other channel, an alternate channel. We've always had the state broadcaster. So this would also mean a wide range for creatives to say, if they don't want their their productions on the other television station, they could choose to have it on the rest of the other TV stations that are coming. So it's also a way of adapting and knowing what's happening in your country in terms of media and all these other things. Research is key. You need to research on what am I offering to people, what could be relevant at the time. Your creative way also could be aligned to what's relevant at the time. My other point could be engaging with your people, engaging with your audience on Facebook, on Instagram, on social media platforms. Once in a while, host lives, do the live, and let us know what you're doing. Let us know your next project without even pouring out the full details of the project, but we would want to know what you're working on. Just a snippet, do a trailer. The other thing also in the way of creating, create your network, know the people that are doing different things in your city, in your town, in your country. Know who is the best cameraman, know who is the best prop master. Create a small or big network of people that you could subcontract for a project that you're doing, because often we as creators or people that create, we tend to want to do the whole production, from the director, the producer, the script writer and everything. But I can guarantee you they are proper script writers. They are best cameramen. They are actors. Don't use monopoly when you're creating. Make sure that you diversify, create a network. Just know what's happening, like know the next festival, know what's happening. And I'm really glad that the European Film Festival has given a platform to young creators, where they made a call out to say, if you're a short film maker, give us your just upload your work so that we know what you're doing. And I can guarantee you the response has been overwhelming. So these are the platforms that you could use and say, I've got my best or my great film, but I don't know where to put it. Look out for calls. Whenever on social media websites that have got to do with anything with the film production, go there, put your stuff. You never know where your work could take you. Thank you very much.